Boy, that duckling's cute. Where was I now? I was looking for cascading branches on here. I mean, this branch is fairly horizontal, but I'd like it to kind of droop a little more. So shoot, here I can pinch back or prune back. Yeah, so its radial direction is more out here, so I could get rid of a little bit of this front growth if I wanted to, but it's kind of drooping, so that's good to keep. Yeah, there's not much hanging down. There's one branch under there, so I'll try and give that one branch light. There's one little branch hanging down, so I'll prune away this. That gets a little bit of light to that branch. Bit of needle plucking. That definitely gets light to that little cascading branch. I don't know if you can see it there, right here. So that's the one I want to develop. This branch is kind of getting a little coarse, and it's getting long. I'm going to see if I can prune that back. I think I can, right to here. So here I go. Yeah, here I go. Big cut. Like that. Bit of needle punching here. So that branch definitely has light now. Sometimes it just takes a little tiny shoot to grow a whole new branch in the right direction. So this one's kind of long here. I'm going to take it off here. Take the tip off. This one's kind of growing upward. I'll cut that off. One growing up here, I can reduce back right to here. And maybe this whole, I don't know, I guess that one's okay. I'll just prune it back. It's nice to have a little bit of growth back here, and it's kind of an interesting branch. I don't want it kind of all bare back here. Back further here. Yeah, that's good, because this one is kind of a drooping branch, so I've got a lot more light to it. Okay, I think that's got that branch in check. It's looking pretty good. Maybe I could take this back just a bit there. It was bugging me sticking out like that. Okay, yeah, that's got that branch in check. All right, so here's my so there's two branches here. You can't even see the separation. There's one here and then a lower one. So the radial direction for the one above is pretty close to the one below, but the one below comes more towards the back. So I can prune away some of the overhanging parts from this branch. In fact, I can take that whole section off here. If you see this section back here, I can take that whole thing back. Here I go. A big cut. That gives a lot more light to this bottom branch. And it kind of redirects this branch so that two don't overlap as much. Taking some of this new growth back. Getting rid of some of this upward growth. So now I've got to look for any cascading branches on this one. So I'll look underneath here. I've got one here that kind of hangs down, which is good. So I got to make sure that gets light. So I look above. This one's blocking it, so I'll prune that one back. Do some needle thinning here. It's just hard to see what's going on. This one can come back even further. There's one growing upward here I can take off. like that. This whole section here, there's a cascading branch underneath here, and then there's an upward section. So I am going to take that whole section off. Here I go, like that, done. So that branch isn't bad now. I've just got to thin it out so it's a little congested in this area. So just a little thinning of the needles. Just so I can see what's going on with the branches. Yeah, I think that's got that branch pruned up the best I can. Okay, now to this big lower branch. And this one definitely cascades. The branch is drooping, so I gotta keep that theme going. So I'm looking underneath, see if there's any good cascade branches. There's one here, growing from the bottom. So I gotta make sure that gets light. So there's a branch up top I'm gonna take off. This is quite a cut. Moving that whole upper section and keeping my cascading ones. I'll prune this one back, vertical one, this one, that one's okay. Yeah, so this cascading branch here has lots of light now. These ones sticking up can be pruned back short. Here's another cascade branch, and there's a vertical section here I can take off entirely, like that. That's going to help all these cascading branches develop, and they may even develop more cascading branches off of those because they're getting good light now. So the radial direction for this branch is more out here towards the back, so I could try and reduce some of this. This is in the shade of the branch above, so I might prune off some of the growth in this area. So this branch, I don't think I need it. It kind of interrupts the flow of this branch, so I'm going to take it off here. And then this one can come off here. And I think I'll take this one back to here. Take that whole end off. So you can see this branch is more over this direction now. There is still some in the interior here that goes kind of underneath this other branch. So I'll just kind of do a bit of a light pruning on it. I'll take the inside off here, and I'll take this part of it off here. So not much light getting this branch. It's very weak. I can't do a whole lot about that because I have branches above it. Take some of them back a little more, but you know, I can only do so much. If that were to die out, it wouldn't be a big deal because it's, you know, the nice part of the branch is out this direction. But it's always good to keep your options open. If you have little branches, there's a dead branch here I can take off. Yeah, so that's got that branch pruned up nicely. Now there is, at the base of that branch, there's another branch that comes out here, which is nice. So I'll take it back to here, maybe a little further, just so it's not overhanging this part of the branch. And again, it's kind of shaded out. It's getting into the interior of the forest here. So there's probably not a lot I can do. Can take that off, clean it up so it does get light to the good branches. That branch has died off already there. Yeah, it gets a little light in this corner, and that's about it. So unless I can, you know, prune these branches back beside it a little more, there's not a lot I can do for it. Yeah, I'll have to look at that branch when I come to it. So yeah, that bottom branch is pruned up. I've got the largest tree in the forest all pruned up. I got the conical shape a little tighter, so it's not so spreading. I got all the branches pruned up. I got the vigor taken out of the top, and it gets, more needles as it goes down the tree, which should create a nice balanced tree as it grows in the future. It'll help keep my apex nice and thin up top. So I've got to do all the other trees. There's a group of 3 trees on the left-hand side in this planting, and a group of 5 trees on the right-hand side here. So I've got 7 more trees to prune up. The whole process of the first tree took almost 2 hours, so it's a fairly time-consuming process, but you've got to put the work into your trees if you want them to look really spectacular and miniature looking. So I'll proceed with working away on my other trees now. I'm going to start by finishing up the group on the left-hand side here. I'm going to water the tree now. It's starting to get a little dry down here, and I don't want it drying out. Because I've reduced the amount of needles on the tree, it doesn't have as much surface area to cool the plant down. So I need to keep the soil down here cool and moist at all times. So when I water it, I use the cool water from my cube, and that keeps the trees a nice temperature in the hot weather. All right, here I go with the watering. Just give it a general water at first. And then keep watering till it soaks in really nicely. A little brown on the back because it doesn't get much sun here. I love doing all this detailed pruning. It's really fun. I'm going to keep working away at the trees, and we'll come back and look at this clump of 3 when I've got them all pruned up. I've got the 3 trees on the left-hand side here pruned up. It was a lot of pruning, a lot of tough decisions, shortening branches, cleaning them up, getting good directions, both, radiating out from the trunk and up and down on the branches, getting them to droop as you go down the tree and more upright at the top. So it looks a little strange at the moment because it's so short and pruned at the top, and it kind of gets fluffier as you go down the tree, but as the new growth comes in, that should equalize out. I'll show you around the back of the tree so you can see in between all the trees there's good space now and light getting into those inner branches. A lot of pruning on some of these apex regions. Wow, major cutbacks. So there's the back. You can see, all the branches have good light now. Yeah, big steps forward for these larches. Yeah, it's going to make quite a difference in the future. I'll work away at the trees on the right-hand side now, starting with that tallest one there, getting that apex all compact and pruned up, just like the one beside it. I have finished pruning up the larch forest. Boy, did I make some tough decisions today. I was in a pruning mood. So yeah, a lot of thick branch ends came off. Those apex, holy, did I ever take a lot off them. Like big, thick branches, cutting it back to the minimum. But it's really going to help those apex keep thin. So now I've got all kinds of space between the branches of the trees. Light can get down to the moss once again. Yeah, so it's going to be exciting to see what happens after all these new shoots start popping out. It begins growing again and fills out. Yeah, some severe pruning, thousands of decisions, hard decisions too. But I am pleased with it in the end. I've got them as compact as I can get them. Hopefully in future I can get them even better, more compact. So I'm going to give it another water. It's beginning to dry out again. I was looking at some old photographs of this forest, and the triangles on the tree, or the conical shape, was much tighter in the older photographs. So that was one thing that prompted me to start this process of getting the triangles tighter. It looked quite nice with them, you know, a slimmer tree. It looked more like a forest rather than like a street tree or something that has a, you know, a wider conical shape. I've seen a lot of times you see a forest or a bonsai that looks really good, and you know, the branches are kind of sparse and it looks really nice and natural, and then you see the same tree 2, 3, 4, 5, sometimes 10 years later, and it's really full. All the branches have filled out and it looks, you know, kind of like that green helmet look. And in my mind, sometimes they don't look better. They just need thinning and pruning back and kind of getting them back more to the form they were when you initially fell in love with the tree. So yeah, it takes a lot of work, and you can see all the work today. It took me almost the whole day to get all these trees pruned back. The larch forest is looking good. This spring I did partial defoliation, which allowed me to see the branch structure, and then all kinds of new buds got activated and grew in, so I could then prune the tree back more compact, thinning the trees out, getting them back to size so the branches aren't overlapping in the center of the forest, giving more light to the forest floor and all the branches, getting that conical shape pruned up as much as I can. And that's all for today. I'm Nigel Saunders. Thanks for joining me in the Bonsai Zone.